The Ashanti police have also arrested 3 people in connection with the death of the Asantehene's Asampohene. The body of the 46-year-old Nana Kwadwo Aforduo was found in the backseat of his Toyota Land Cruiser vehicle at a boom on the Ejura-Nkranza highway last night with multiple stab wounds. Ohim Interior was at the location where his body was found and now reports.
This appears to be the final destination of Otumfuo's Asampohene, who was murdered in cold blood in what police suspect to be contract killing. We have been speaking to eyewitnesses who tell us, first, the vehicle appeared to be in motion to enter into a ditch, and the farmer who was on his farm followed up, but the occupants moved the vehicle upwards towards the Nkranza direction from Ejura to about 300 meters, and this is where the vehicle landed. As you can see, these are 2 strong rocks, and you can see that they have tilted, they have moved from their location, shifted backwards, indicating that there was struggle or an accident, and this appeared to have pulled up the brakes on the vehicle. So the vehicle stopped here, and the occupants, we are told, set the vehicle on fire. It took the intervention of Mr. Bismarck Ajiman, who, with the support of his other church members, were returning from convention but decided to help put off the fire. So they brought out fire extinguishers to put off the fire.
Actually, we were coming from the Assumption celebration at Grotto, Techiman. We were having about 3 different vehicles, so my car was the last. All the cars passed, and we saw that this Land Cruiser was on fire. So I stopped, and the other vehicles too stopped. And I brought my fire extinguisher, and they brought theirs, and we managed to put the fire off. So when we put the fire off, we opened the back gate and realized somebody was dead in the car. So I quickly took my car and went back to Ashayim, which is a village nearby, and reported to the police there. There's a barrier there, so I went and reported. And there was even a phone. I gave it to the police and reported it. They said they will call Ejura because this place is under their jurisdiction. So they called. Luckily for me, when I came back, the commander of Techiman was also at the scene. So he also called Ejura, and then we took off because it was getting late. So we went back to where we were supposed to go.
So
we didn't know who was there. So we opened thinking that somebody might be in getting bent. So when we opened the front seat or the front door, nobody was in. So we were concentrated on quenching the fire. So somebody opened the back seat, and then we saw somebody dead. And I said, wow, somebody is dead. And the thing looked like the person was killed and put in the car because there were no bends on the person. So that was why I quickly went to the police and reported. Because we didn't know who it was. So it was this morning that I was coming and I heard on air that the person is one of the chiefs of Otumfuo, and I was so much dumbfounded. Actually, the scene didn't appear to be an accident scene. Looking at where the thing happened, it was so much obvious that somebody pushed the car to that area. So I was so much shocked because how can a car just move slowly like that to a place of this sort, and then somebody will be in the car, and then I was so much shocked. Yeah, so much shocked. Yeah.
You have a request for the acting IGP?
Yes, actually, I want to plead with the acting IGP to beef up security at this area, from Nkranza to Atebubu to Kwame Danso, Yeji. We've been hearing of these kinds of murders here and there. Actually, not long ago, we heard it on the news, and some of us even went there to see what happened. How masked men, went to a Catholic priest to attack him or something like that. So a whole of these things have been happening. So we are just pleading that they should kindly beef up security at this area for us, because these robbers are chasing us here and there. These contract killers are killing people, chasing them here and there. So we are just pleading that there should beef up security at this area for the good of us all.
Let's get to Kumasi live and get some updates from Ohiming Teria, our man on the ground. Good afternoon to you, Ohiming. What developments have come up since your report?
Good afternoon, Aisha. The situation is still the same. Police are still looking for some members of a gang that they believe are behind the gruesome murder of the late Asampohene. But I can also confirm that 3 people have been picked up. These 3 people are all males. And police believe one way or the other they may be connected to the murder of the late Asampohene. So they are picking every bit information from them, and they are also giving them some leads. That is what my sources at the regional police headquarters tells me.
We are getting hints that those arrested are close allies of the deceased. How true is this? Can you confirm this?
I can say some of them are close to the late chief. At least 2 of them are very close to the late chief. The first person to be arrested was a close confidant who police says have a lot or knows a lot about the chief. So he's within the inner circle of the chief's life. So whatever happens, whatever transpires in the life of the chief is always in the known. And the second man in question is also closer to the chief. One point or the other, he at a point discussed, some relevant information on the life of the chief with the chief. So these are leads that police followed, and they have followed to pick these people up. The third person probably is not all that closer to the chief, but he's somebody who is also connected to someone. And the police, once that connection is there, they think that it's also prudent for them to follow every lead that can also lead to the arrest of more people. As we speak, they are still picking positive leads. And I wouldn't be surprised about the close of today. They may have made some more arrests. They are looking for some big fishes somewhere, and these are people that they think are well connected to the murder of the chief.
So what latest information are you picking up from the police in relation to this incident?
The police are leaving no stone unturned. They are searching everywhere. The police officers, both plainclothes and uniformed men, are on the ground. They are not only, visiting places that they think could be hideouts for these suspects, but they are also, getting in touch with people that they think can be of help to police by volunteering information. They believe that, the last 24 hours, anybody at all who had been in contact or had been in touch with the chief can equally provide vital information that will also assist in their investigation. And then in the course of the investigation, one key or important aspect of the investigation was to retrieve the phone of the late chief. I have been finding out from police. Remember the eyewitness we just spoke to said he picked a phone from the scene, and this particular phone, I understand, belongs to the late chief. So the phone is providing police with some leads, and these leads are so much important to police investigations as far as the murder of the late Asampohene Nana Kwadwo Aforduo is concerned.
I'm sure this may have heightened fears in that area. How are residents in that area receiving this news?
For residents, they believe that it is time for the police command, especially the acting IGP and his men, to act quickly and swiftly. They have been telling me following stories of how they have come under armed robbery attacks, in some instances highway robberies, especially for traders who ply the route between Kumasi, Mampong, Ejura, Fibubu, Kwame-Danso, and Asantehene, and those areas. And those who also ply Kumasi, Mampong, Ejura, Nkranza, and Seshedumasi areas are all involved. So they are asking the IGP to increase police visibility. As when we're traveling from Ejura to Kumasi this afternoon, I'm told today is a market day for residents of Ejura. So police have tightened up security almost every, like 10 meters. When you move every 10 meters, there's police presence on the way. But residents want this to be extended to other parts of these areas.
We lost Ohime Interior there, but
is assured.
Right, many thanks to Ohime Interior. We'll still be following this story with keen interest, and we'll bring you updates in our subsequent bulletins. Ohime Interior is our correspondent in the Ashanti region. He's our man on the beat for the Asantehene's, Asampohene's death, with some updates there.